All right, cool. How's it going, everyone? All right, so we're gonna have a Kirby Ditto.
Oh wow! I actually, fun fact. In case you guys don't know, so Terrence, aka TM13, he actually predicted this would happen. Like that they would both meet in bracket at some point. Both Kite and Zranzax. I'm just gonna say it. Let's call him Zax.
Okay.
Zranzax.
Okay.
Zranzax. All right. Oh,
Yeah.
so we're gonna see some nice Kirby Dittos right here. I believe it's a yellow Kirby and it's a red Kirby, possibly. I'm not so
Yes, I think so. I've never played Zranzax in tournament. I can't even say I've never played the Kirby because at this point I'm forced to learn the name. But
Jigglypuff. Oh, okay. Oh, that's actually a joke that Kite did. I remember when I played Kite in bracket, he was like, "Oh, you made Puff." I don't know why exactly he said that, but I don't know.
yeah. I have a losing record against Kite. I've gone to the CSU weekly, I think 3 or 4 times, and I've lost to him 3-0.
Oh wow.
Both times, so
I lost to him. I lost to him today. But yeah, whatever happens, happens.
All right, man. Sorry.
Wait, what? Did he just type in chat? Are you typing in chat? What?
Yeah, that's what he was just doing.
Oh my gosh, Zran. I'm gonna keep butchering his name, man. Zranzax. Wow, what a baller being in chat. Wow.
And I know that Zranzax is a much more aggressive Kirby, and Kite is a much more passive Kirby.
Kite is actually, he's really safe. And he told me one thing about his game style is a lot of the things he goes for is just instinct. So if you think he got a read, mostly it's either like he actually got the read, but mostly it's just gonna be him being lucky. At least that's what he told me.
Yeah, and that's something that's good about Kite as a player is that he'll go for those things on instinct. And I know that I usually get into like scramble situations with him.
Yeah.
And I'm at kill percent if I get grabbed, and so is he. Yeah. But I'm like, he's not going to go for a grab because he'll miss. And then I think that, and he just goes for the grab and kills me. And I'm like, oh, okay, well.
Let's see if we go here. Battlefield. I think Kite likes to say this is where he counterpicked me. So, starts off with
at the time.
Oh,
is this, it's a button check. I think.
Is this a button check? I don't think so.
Maybe.
Yeah, no.
No, all right, it doesn't look like it.
Well, okay.
So it's Kite rocking the yellow Kirby and Zranzax.
Orange.
Zranzax. Okay, good.
Yeah, okay.
And rocking the orange Kirby. What do you think? You know, I know Kite's playstyle a lot more. Do you have any insight on Zranzax?
Well, I just saw. So I don't like using this word myself, but I kind of saw some fluff tech basically him doing useless stuff. But I saw an auto cancel down air into a perfect pivot down zone. He wasn't even near Kite, so I'm guessing maybe Zranzax is maybe a little more fancy. Maybe he doesn't go for the most optimal things because these auto cancel downers are not working out for him so much.
Yeah, he likes to huff cancel a lot more because he gives you an audio cue that Kirby's going to do something, and then it kind of forces players, or it can trick players to coming in. But Kite obviously having the headphones on, not going in.
Yeah.
What's up? Oh, okay. Ooh, all right. Good DI from Zranzax.
So I believe to DI that up throw, you have to DI in a way? No, down in a way? Down and in.
Down and in.
Okay, down
most
and
part.
Yeah.
So what do you think Zranzax has to do right now? Because I know that Kirby's main boon that he has in his gameplay is that if he has the lead, he doesn't have to approach, and it's so hard he just has so many good anti-approach options. But how do you think that works against Kirby himself?
Actually, I have no idea, honestly. Because, so basically just what you're saying is, basically, Kirby, oh wow, going for that down. So you're basically saying, oh wow, sorry about that.
Yeah.
So you're saying,
that was a really good spike from Kite.
Yeah. What I think you should do is, honestly, I think this is all just based on who can get the more hits in, who can be more patient, especially with the great, especially that down smash will not do anything, and that gets down smash, so it's not even good.
Yeah,
but
it's
good punch by
Kite. It has a hitbox above it slightly, and it sends you high above. So it was I think he was just trying to catch the landing. Maybe didn't recognize the amount of jumps that Kite had, and I think he was just trying to catch that landing, because then if he did that, he would have forced him into up B, which he could have punished afterwards. But Zranzax just misinterpreting the amount of jumps that he had.
Yeah, the perfect pivot down, so what?
Well, I feel like you have to be a little tricky when you're playing Kirby, especially in the Ditto, just because since both of you guys are Kirby and both of you guys don't want to approach, it's Zranzax is now forced. Zranzax. Okay. Is now forced to approach against Kirby, and it must be kind of awkward, especially since he's usually the one forcing the approaches. Ooh, okay, that was Kite. I thought that was Zranzax using the.
One thing I'm seeing from nice down smash. One thing I'm seeing from Zranzax though is he's not quite spacing his moves that well. Earlier I saw Zranzax went for a back air and then Kite just punched with the shield grab. So maybe that try to get that perfect pivot up tilt in.
So, for how big of a deficit he had, he's actually bringing this back pretty well. Took a considerable amount of damage there, but I think that was supposed to be a down air. Yeah, you can see it. You see him shaking his head. That actually would have led him to a good amount because he was still in the animation, the inhale animation, and I know that Kirby does get a lot of down air. So, unfortunate for him. Good awareness from Kite, knowing that he was just in the middle. In that little space where he couldn't kill him. And even if he did get it, he would get the side platform and he would steal his up throw. So he's just saving it for right now. I think
he's
at
definitely
this percent.
I think he's going to look for the up throw like you said. And we got some excellent neutral coming in.
No, this is really good neutral. Kite is keeping the center stage, and he's not allowing Zranzax to
oh, that's there.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
I don't think he DI'd that right.
No, it was done at that point.
I definitely left that. But whatever. Yeah, so nice game one coming from Kite.
And counter picks and dittos are very difficult just because anything that you find beneficial towards your character is also going to be beneficial towards the enemy.
Yeah.
So I think it's just down to preference at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say like Fosbury.com just because of the trees and the off-road.
And they both benefit from it the same, but I feel like Kite is using them more to its advantage just because Zranzax seems to be a lot more aggressive. And it's paying out for him at the start, but he seems to be aggressing too much. I like how he does it at the start, but I want to see him play it back a little bit more when he has the lead and then force Kite to approach.
Speaking of grabs, I don't see Zranzax looking for grabs at all, honestly. I think Kite is more grab focused. He's definitely getting like more of those combos, more of that damage on Zranzax.
But as you see, Zranzax is keeping that defensive nature while also being offensive, just throwing out hitboxes. And you see Kite is forced to approach at this point. And Kite usually isn't the one to initiate anything, but against his own character, you kind of have to.
Completely agree.
Ooh, good reads. And Kite's very good at the ledge. I would say I like Zranzax's follow-ups a lot more, but I like Kite's ledge pressure a lot more.
Up throw, that's not going to kill quite yet because it's just at 6-8, but... Ooh, yeah. I was gonna say, you gotta watch because both of them are definitely gonna bait action with those jumps. It's nice.
And Kite knowing that he does that to everyone and having it done back to him, it's a bittersweet thing just to see your character, do what you like, but having it done against you is just awful.
That's all it feels too.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't like that. So, yeah, at this point, Zranzax has Zranzax. Okay, Zranzax. Okay. Is I'll just call him Zax for the time being. I just don't want to mess it up. So it seems like he's still trying to aggress, and I like the pressure because he's doing it safely. But it seems like he'll do it for a couple seconds, and then he'll just get impatient, and then okay, he didn't hit the tree.
Yeah.
He'll do it for a couple seconds, but then he'll get impatient and won't stick to it. I feel like this is just a battle of wills at this point.
One thing I like to know about how Kite plays is if he's at this percent where he needs to kill, one thing he really likes to do is either do a down tilt or a forward tilt, and after that just based on reaction. He either do the up smash, down smash, for a roll in or roll out. But yeah, he's definitely trying to kill right now.
Ooh, he accidentally pivot grabbed that. I think he had the read on the spot dodge, and I think it would have gotten it. Oh, this.
I don't think he. I think
that was a misinput. Maybe subconsciously he was thinking, all right, get the tree, and he was holding back or something. So that happens to me sometimes. I get the wrong throw, and I'm like, man, I could have had the game. And that could be something that's pretty detrimental because Kite or Zranzax just got a free. Okay, nice. He got a free like 20% off of that.
Yeah.
So it's just going on in your head. If I would have just had the right input, then I wouldn't have taken this percent. I wouldn't be at more of a deficit right now. And in Kite's case, right now he'd be pretty even, and he wouldn't have to.
I was gonna say like Kite can definitely just bring this back, especially with like it's not a huge. He's not extremely down. Now he just brought it back with the amount like Kirby did that he has. Is it punishable?
Ooh. I like it. Ooh.
You got a downer about
this
right now.
It's pretty frightening just to have those two. Their air mobility is very, like their mobility is lackluster, but their ability to mix up in the air is really cool. So I like that ledge play. Ooh, you can't spot dodge that if he keeps it holding on. Actually, do you know the amount of time that inhale lasts for? Is it like probably like?
No, it's like.
Yeah, I got probably.
Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little rage, a little bit more.
Oh, this one.
Yep. Wow, great for Kite.
Yes, and Kite, again, Zranzax had the lead, but he just wasn't patient enough. He wasn't staying there. You saw even when Kite was at a deficit, he knew that Zranzax would go in with an aggressive option, just